Once you have completed the lesson, you need to submit the program code. Here is the instruction how to submit ultimately to the corresponding D12 page. Here are all details instructions there, but I'm going to show you from the computer screen directly. So this is the program just completed. So make sure that everything works fine. Then we are ready to submit. First, what we are going to submit is program code, not the compiled code. So .o files and the a.exes are the product of the compilation. So let's remove everything .o files and then a.exe files. So we have only pure code CPP file and the make file. So we need to sign in on the Linux account. So it's a Windows PowerShell. Open the Windows PowerShell and let me place it side by side. Using Windows PowerShell, we are going to sign in on the Linux. Actually, you need to transfer the source program to the Linux account and then verify that there any compatibility issue. Because when I assess your program submissions, I'm going to use a Linux account. So make sure that your final check should be done on your Linux account as well. So on PowerShell, SSH, and your account name, cs.uco.edu, then type a password. But in your computer, if SSH is not recognized as a command, probably you are using older version of a Windows operating system, older version of a PowerShell. In that case, check the next video if SSH is not working. So if your SSH is working, you can just continue this way. So I now am inside my Linux account. If I issue ls command, there's nothing there. So first, let me create an empty folder, mkdir, lesson 1, for example, and then cd into lesson 1. So there's nothing. So what I need to do is from my computer here in the Visual Studio Code, I need to transfer the source program into Linux to verify. So from Visual Studio Code terminal, the command to transfer file is SFTP, which is a secure the file transfer program, and then your Linux account name again, cs.uco.edu, and same password there. Then in SFTP command, you can issue Linux command now, ls. So since I'm at the home page of my Linux account, I can see lesson 1 listed. Now I sign into change directory into lesson 1. There's nothing. So in SFTP and then PowerShell window, you are on the same location. Now from your computer, put command is to transfer files into the Linux server. Put and star means everything in the current location. So those are all pushed, put. So from go back to the power window and then do ls. You can see that those are transferred back. Then if I do make, all works fine, ls. Now a.out is produced. So actually in your make file, you should have it updated. So on Windows, in the make file, the executable code is a.exe like that. So in Linux, it's a.out. So using your preferred editor, mine is VI, and then edit the make file, and then this should be a.out. Okay? Then there. So that's how to correct the make file for the Linux environment. Anyway, a.out is produced. If you run it, it runs exactly the same. So now you are ready to submit the program code. So create archive zip file from Linux and then transfer that zip file to your computer, and then ultimately you submit it via D12. So how to make archive? Let me clear the window. What you need to archive is just the program source code. So a.out and the .o files should be removed. .o files, all of them are removed. A.out are removed. Then the command is as shown in the instruction. As shown in the instruction, the command is zip, and the L means a lesson, and the 1 and your first name. UCO registered the name you should use. So the command is zip L1, so lesson 1. Hong is my first name, and then zip, and then do star, means everything in the current location. Then you see that what are added onto the zip file, and then L1 hong.zip is created. So you need to transfer this one back to your computer, go back to the Visual Studio Code. I'm still under SFTP command. Now to get from the Linux server is a get, and L1 hong.zip is the one. Get it? It's transferred. So if I quit SFTP and then do ls, you will see that L1 hong.zip is transferred back to my computer, and then you need to submit this zip archive file via D12. Check the next video for that.